Hi, my name's Lucy Wyndham-Read and I'm going to tell you how you can run your first 5k ever. So my background is fitness, health and fitness. I've been in the industry for 20 years, but to be honest, I never used to be able to run. I didn't like running. I found it really hard. I often thought, oh my goodness, like the first couple of minutes of running, I'm feeling exhausted. So how on earth can people go and run a 5k? But this is where I wanted to post up this video and just explain to you, running, once we know how, even as a complete beginner, we can all run. And the secret to it is we just take it slowly, week by week. We build it up from doing intervals of walking to slowly jogging, and over a period of time, it doesn't take long before you then find you're able to run for longer periods and you find it becomes easier. And I'm going to share with you my top tips on how you can run your first 5k. Okay, so tip one is literally just commit yourself to 6 weeks, and also realise that you can do this and really accept you're going to take on this challenge and you are going to achieve it. So my first tip is commitment. Find it, mark it out, write it, stick it on a fridge that you have got countdown, 6 weeks you're running your first 5k, and really take it on board seriously like a real project, and you're gonna feel great anyway for doing it. So that's tip one. Okay, now tip two is when you are running, one thing that a lot of people tend to do is really clench their fists and have their upper body so it's really tight. And actually what I want you to do is actually just always relax into the run. And a good thing that I do with my clients is say, just imagine in your hands, don't grip them really tight because actually that uses a lot of energy. Just imagine you're cupping like a little butterfly on there. So you can still have the hands slightly clasped but not really tight on there. So that's a good visualization to remember when you're running. And that also just really helps when you relax into your run, running does feel easier. So that's tip two. So tip three is intervals, and by that I mean literally when you're training, mix it up with doing intervals of walking and then slowly adding in the jogging. Now you can do it, say for example on your first week you might want to just do literally 2 minutes of fast power walking, then go for a minute jogging and just keep rotating that. Then on week 2 you can change that so you're just doing 1 minute power walking, then you do perhaps 3 minutes jogging on there. Just keep it really gentle to start with, and actually that transition of going from walking to jogging is a really good exercise anyway, but week by week just build it up. So start off doing more walking and jogging, and as the weeks progress you'll find that you have to do less walking and you're doing a little bit more jogging. So tip 4 is all about speed, and by that I mean just make sure you don't run too fast. You know, save that fast running when you're at the end of your race, but really most of the time instead of running just think of it as jogging, so it's just at a comfortable pace, because if you run really fast, if you sprint, you will exhaust yourself. We're working what we call then anaerobically, so you know, and that's where people get put off by running. So really you don't have to be sprinting, just keep it nice and gentle. And also you want to make sure that you're not running too slow, because then the rhythm doesn't feel quite natural. So just really spend some time trying to find your comfortable running pace, so control your speed. Okay, then my next tip is apply the 2 R's, and by that I mean rhythm and relax. So when you're running, if you relax into your run, then you're more likely to be running at your natural rhythm. So it's a really important thing. Just keep remembering while you're running, rhythm and relax, and the 2 of those just make running feel easier. Okay, so my next tip, tip 6, is about cross-training. And by that, what I mean is, if you're wanting to run, don't just focus on running as the only exercise you do. I recommend doing some home circuits. I've got lots of different videos on my YouTube channel showing some different running workouts that you can do. And just basic things like squats are incredible, because what that's going to do, that's going to really help increase your endurance, in your legs, which will obviously make running easier. Also do some core work, because we really engage your core when you're running. And even a great exercise that I tell my clients to do is hold a couple of little hand weights, stand still and just pump your arms backwards and forwards. Do that for a minute. That really helps increase stamina and speed through the arms, which when we're running, arms are a big part of the acceleration. You know, we really use the arms a lot. So focus on doing different forms of training. You know, that also shocks the body. It makes the body work harder. We never want to just train in one area. You know, it's great as well to help increase your balance, your flexibility, absolutely everything. So mix it up. Don't just go running. So my next tip is, why don't you write down the list of benefits you are going to get from running. You are going to feel amazing completing your first 5K. You're going to feel so much fitter. You're going to have a lot more energy. You're going to lose any excess body fat. I think it's just a really good thing to keep reminding yourself what you are going to get if you stick at doing this for the next 6 weeks. You know, and put that list somewhere. You can put it on your phone, on your computer, on your screensaver, you know, or just put a little list on your fridge, just somewhere where you are constantly looking at it. It's going to reinforce how amazing you're going to feel once you've reached those 6 weeks. My next tip is, the only bits of kind of clothes that you need to invest in is just make sure you've got a good pair of trainers. You don't need to get anything flash. To be honest, trainers, you want to have something that's got good cushioning, but most of all feels comfortable. And then for women, the most important thing is really invest in a good sports bra. You know, and other than that, just wear lots of layers, t-shirts, sweatshirts. You know, when you go out running, you are going to feel warm quickly. So the great thing is with wearing layers, you can just peel them off one after the other on there. But as I say, you don't really need to go and buy expensive clothing. Key thing is a comfortable pair of trainers and a good supportive sports bra. So there's my top tips on how you can run your first ever 5K. I've also created an audio download workout which is available online, which all you need for this is simply some headphones, and I've worked with the top music producer, so we've got a really good beat in the background which changes from when you're doing your walking to then doing your gentle jogging, and I do all the timing for you, and it's a little bit just like I'm there running alongside you, coaching you, running through technique, reinforcing how you should be running, and also motivating and encouraging you. And that's available online, so if you want an extra little bit of help with your training. And also on there I've got 2 bonus tracks which are my 4-minute fat burning workouts, so that's a little bit like what I was talking about earlier on, your cross training, so you can do that at home. But really, you know, we can all run, so if you want to run your 5K, what are you waiting for? And I'm going to finish this video showing you my warm-up I did last year at Hyde Park with 12,000 women who I provide all the training plans for, and they all went and ran their 5K. Fantastic, let's keep going! Any questions about running after you've seen this video, if you want a little bit of motivation, support, encouragement, then you can always email me at lucy@lwrfitness.com.